AlgoBox on stocks. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we will be releasing a separate version for stocks that exclusively allows stocks in your favor. If you or someone you know wants to showcase AlgoBox stocks,
AlgoBoxPro.com.
Welcome to AlgoBox Stocks. What is that, you wonder? It's a cheat code for the markets. AlgoBox is a professional suite of algorithmic tools and strategies for professional traders that utilizes multi-time frame confluence with a visual and auditory approach. After being exclusive to the futures market, the creator of this amazing software, Mr. Vinny Emini, has launched AlgoBox Stocks, the name of which is self-explanatory. What you're looking at is a standard workspace for AlgoBox. We have 5 charts currently open. First, in the top left is the tide, on the bottom left is the wave, in the middle is the MACD, top right is Ripple B, bottom right is the Ripple A chart. The order I went through them is not random. This is the way that we filter, from the highest chart to the smallest one, looking to get the best entry with minimal risk. In reality, AlgoBox goes much deeper than that, but the beauty of it is that you can go as deep as you want, or just keep it super simple. First one we'll be looking at is Amazon, and as I said earlier, we're going to start at the uppermost time frame, which is the tide. I can already see that here we have double alpha omegas higher, followed by a smaller number, which can signal at least a pullback. Here I look at the wave and I see a nice Fibeli dot combined with a harmonic pattern, which forms an HMD. I can see harmonic with a cross, which is also confirming my entry. At the same time frame, I have high alpha omega number. If I would enter here on the smallest time frame, I could enter right here. Stop would be above the cross, and I could ride it all the way down. If I wanted to exit at the first opposing signal, I could exit here for 76 cents of profit. If you want to hold longer, you can. And here at the bottom of the move, it would be $2. Here I can already see we have nice downtrend. What I see is double dot. Here we have an enigma, which is one of the most powerful indicators that AlgoBox provides. So we also have more dots here in case you missed the entry. Sharks, we have 2 entries. First, we can enter on this line, and we have stop up here. In this case, we would get stopped, and then we can re-enter because of all the confluence that we have and place the same stop. If we enter again here, stop would be 12 cents. Now in this video, we barely scratched the surface of the power of AlgoBox.
if you are a stocks person, we will be releasing a separate version for stocks that exclusively allows stocks only. It will be at a lower price point, but you'll only be able to use it on stocks. If you already own the Pro Pack edition of AlgoBox, you are already going to be able to use it on stocks, and I'll show it to you. And because I have multi-broker license for NinjaTrader, I can actually connect to both connections at the same time. Good question. Since NT doesn't work with equities, where would I get the data? First of all, they do work with equities such as TD Ameritrade. They have brokers that you can use. Just their brokerage does not service equities. We've got awesome opportunities there for people who want to showcase it. You can build your own YouTube channel, get YouTube revenue for yourself. You can get affiliate code money. If you're a stocks person and you want to see AlgoBox on stock, and that sounds like something you might want to do, contact me. It's open to anyone. There are so many stocks to look at. However you want to grab your watch list. Ross Cameron says, hey, here's our watch list of the day. Fine. Look at his watch list and then use our system. You want to talk about stacking odds in your favor? If he's a momentum player and then you want to get the perfect entry, why not use an enigma for the entry on the momentum play that he's already shown you? You don't want a stock scanner? Go get somebody who's already scanned it for you. Or if you have a stock scanner already, you've got your picks for your sizing, because that's the other thing you have to deal with. Google stock is in the hundreds of dollars per share. Then you got $5 stocks, $10 stocks, $20 stocks. You want to go below $10 stocks. You want penny stocks, however you want to play it. But imagine you have power of AlgoBox behind it. There are brokers that they work with directly. Thinkorswim, TD Ameritrade, doesn't matter. You chart with AlgoBox. You execute on your broker, however you want to do that. If you want all the cool buttons and stuff like that, it's different. You also have to deal with share sizing. Another thing that, in my opinion, a disadvantage of stock. That's why I stick with E-minis. First of all, too many options to deal with. You got to look at 8,000 different things. I'd rather look at just a few because I can just play the video game. However, you could full auto Enigma on as many stocks as you want. If you have a large account and you want to run it, all kinds of cool opportunities there, but I need somebody to come and teach you. You're going to have to be able to make videos. So you need to do big company stocks. You can do any size stock. All you need is a data feed for it. I use Kinetic, but dude, you can use any of them. If you want tick data, for instance, interactive brokers, they do not have historical data. They only do real-time data. So you have to have your charts open all the time. If you want to deal with interactive brokers, you can add years of data to a chart. If you want on the 89, you can go 6 months, 9 months, 10 months, 12 months back. It doesn't matter. You can add as much data as your data feed provider allows you. If you want to use it on minute bars, do it. I think there are advantages to algo bars. You guys know my whole drill. I just connected a Kinetic data feed. In my opinion, Kinetic is the best for stock. However, you need your own broker. They're not a broker for it. You would have to connect that as well. And to do that, might need a multi-broker license for NinjaTrader. There are some disadvantages, but good news is if you're using AlgoBox stock, it will be at a much cheaper price point for stocks because you don't have to worry about people stepping on each other, all the those kind of things. I've connected Kinetic, so guess what? I can change all these charts to any stock. Nvidia, let's take a look. So literally, I click on the chart and you type Nvidia. And because these charts are color linked right here, I've got these set to blue. You can change it to whatever color you want. Then all the charts will change at the same time. So I'm going to type Nvidia, NVDA, and hit enter. I see AO clustering, so Nvidia is going to run today. Going to be a trend day. Probably has a ton of data. I see a beautiful blue dot down here for the pivot and a red dot up here. So Nvidia is working very technically. There's a 17.4 short right there. These are not going to take this long to load when you've got your stocks already up. Just got a winner on an Enigma in real time, 17.4 for the push move down to the Enigma target. There it is in action. Right now, this is AO clustering, so very, very dangerous spot here. This is not normal. Here you are on the high time frame. Green dot for the up move. That is a technical structural play. We came into the butterfly. It obeyed. These don't look like much, but let's look at that drop there on the butterfly. That down move, 387 ticks. Green dot up move on the golden ropes. That's 1243 ticks to the upside off of the green dot entry. AlgoBox on stocks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Now, news events and things like that. We don't have our news indicator, but you got other things that you can do with that. Also, will the MacVU work on that? Of course it will. What are stocks? What is underlying the S&P 500? Stocks. What is underlying the NASDAQ? Stocks. This is AudioBox on Nvidia right now. How about Tesla? Yeah. Now, I like the moves on Tesla. Look at this. Lots of open space there. Look at that, 22.9. There's a 24. Let's see if that gets to its target here. Ended up not working there. That's a 24, so I would keep an eye on that spot. I would draw a line here for a re-entry on 24 like that. And there's a 9 follow-up. Wow, that's moving fast. I have to set that on full auto. Get straight up to the Enigma target there off of the 9.6. You notice there's not a lot of clustering here on Tesla. Yes, if you're wondering that, oh, well, it's messed up on stocks. It's not. It literally means that Nvidia is going to be in a trend today. Yes, you can place it on Sim. I can literally switch to Sim. You can definitely trade in Sim. I know that NinjaTrader works with TD Ameritrade. You can also connect that. So what you do is under your connections tab, click on connections and hit the drop down, and you can have multiple connections at the same time if you have multi-broker. If you're going to be teaching on this, what if I use TD Ameritrade? Well, TD Ameritrade does not have tick data. TD Ameritrade has a limitation. They only do time bars. That's where I would want to go ahead and get Kinetic. Again, this works on minute bars. People are like, oh, does it work on minute bars? Yes. Okay, let's go to a 1 minute. There you go. Works on minute bars. Who doesn't love a good 5-minute bar? Okay, for all the 5-minute freaks, you want to go AO to AO? You can use it on minute bars and the volume will come in real time. Let's go to 5-second bars. Let's see if we can find an Enigma. There's one, 20.5. Big move there. But again, you're just a little bit limited on what you're going to be able to do there. Here's the other thing. Let's say that you were a streamer. Imagine you were paying the $85 a month and being like, listen guys, if you don't want to pay for the data, put your screen on real time. Now, you can't stream at 4K. There's going to be a few seconds delay on a 4K live stream. However, I think down to a 2K, you could have all the charts up. Like people would come to watch your live stream just to switch around between stocks. And plus, there's a lot more people in stocks than there are in futures. How about a 3-second chart? There were some perfect enigmas there at 9:45 for the short. You could try to simulate what we do on algo bars by going down to like 2 to 3 second bar. You got the audio box that works on the individual stocks themselves, etc. You could do multiple live streams. You want to get crazy with it? 2 computers. You want to have a main one where you got like the main FANG stocks on one side. There's so many options. If you want to be a stocks person, like you got a whole thing. Plus, you want to talk about the interactions. Way more interactions on stocks. Why? Because people want to call out, be like, hey man, can you check the open on HENC, random stocks? People are going to be like, hey, can you show me this on this stock? If you or someone you know wants to showcase AlgoBox stocks, we're ready to release the software anytime. Get yourself warmed up. You're going to need to practice these things. People are going to ask this stuff. They're going to be like, oh yeah, show me AVGO. They do this on stock streams all the time. So the people who are streaming stocks have so many people following them and are coming to their live streams because there's so much going on with stocks, so many things to question and ask about and opinions. You guys know that finance channels make the most amount of money on YouTube. People who want to monetize, now you can't play cool music. Here's AVGO, triple already ups here, so might be a reversal here any moment after this move down there. Now this is on the 3-second chart. Go to AlgoBar 2s, and there you go. Instant winner. Do you see how fast that went? 14.1 moonshot short. So there's a QQQs. Probably looks like ES. There's a 21.8 short, currently neutral, moderate buy. If it pushes down to that target. If you have AlgoBox Pro, it will work on every instrument. It works on Bitcoin. People are always asking, does it work on crypto? Yes, it works on crypto. You just need a crypto data feed. NinjaTrader has compatible cryptos. If you're a crypto guy and you want perfect entries, why would you not use AlgoBox?
Download your 14-day free trial at algoboxpro.com.